For regular videos on ancient cultures and forgotten civilizations, please subscribe. If you would like to support the channel and become part of our ancient history fan community, visit patreon.com/World of Antiquity.
Welcome to the World of Antiquity book review series, in which I share with you some thoughts that I have about books I've been reading about ancient history. I've just finished this one right here. 1177 BC, the year civilization collapsed, by Eric H. Cline. Some of you may note from the date, 1177 BC, that it is set, yes, in the late Bronze Age. Geographically, it focuses on the Eastern Mediterranean and the Near East. The time and place have always been of particular interest to me, and I love it when ancient historical subjects that are not generally part of the public consciousness are covered, and that's exactly what this book does. Eric Cline is professor of classics and anthropology at George Washington University, where he also is director of the Capitol Archaeological Institute. He's a very fine scholar, and I found his writing very engaging, very interesting, though I will warn you right off the bat that this is dense with information. And if this is a period that you don't know a whole lot about, you may find it heavy going at times. Cline does his best to make it go down as easily as possible, though. And to help out, he even provides a nice little glossary in the back of all the important names to know and remember. The title is slightly misleading. Civilization did not collapse in a single year. I expect the title is kind of modeled after the book 1492, The Year the World Began. It does have a nice ring to it, and you should also know that 1177 BC is the year the Sea Peoples are believed to have invaded Egypt. But the precise year is not known for certain. It's probably correct to within, maybe 5 years. On the subject of the date, Cline says in the book, it's on page 168, in terms of assigning a date to these events, one can in fact argue that 1177 BC is to the end of the Late Bronze Age, as AD 476 is to the end of Rome and the Western Roman Empire. That is to say, both are dates to which modern scholars can conveniently point as the end of a major era, though they are simply chronological placeholders. Besides providing an excellent overview of what was happening at this time in history, he discusses in depth what was the cause of the Bronze Age collapse, going over many of the theories that the scholars have proposed over the years. He doesn't think, as some have in the past, that the invasion of the Sea Peoples was responsible for most of it. He shows it is much more complicated than that. In what is perhaps the most interesting chapter, Chapter 6, he analyzes the system's collapse, summarizing the evidence and the various possible interpretations of that evidence as to the causes of that collapse. It's really quite fascinating. There are times when Cline tries hard to give the subject of the book meaning in today's world. I expect that this was something that the publisher encouraged, though I don't know. It's not easy to do that when talking about events that are so long ago, and sometimes I do feel it's a little forced, but some of what he says certainly has validity. There are a few black and white images in the book, but not many. There's a handy map and voluminous endnotes. Take a look at this. Okay? Look at that. That's like a quarter of the book, right? This is one of the ways you can tell good scholarship from bad scholarship. Or good scholarship from no scholarship. The endnotes. Overall, I really enjoyed this read. For me, it was an excellent retelling of things that I studied when I was in grad school. For the average reader who doesn't know about any of this stuff and wants to, I would say it's an excellent summary of the events and the evidence. So it's a worthy addition to any bookshelf. If you like this book review, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you've read the book, let me know your thoughts on it. I'd like to hear. Until next time, happy reading.
You might like my little e-booklet, Why Ancient History Matters. It's designed to persuade people that the subject is important, even in the modern world. You might also wish to use it to help spread the word. So feel free to share it with someone you know. It's free for anyone who wants it. I've left a link in the description box below the video for you to grab a copy. Catch you later.